let's do a car chat. So our last car chat we talked about love is not rude, and so let's talk about love is not selfish. In 1 Corinthians, it talks about what all the things love is not and all the things that love is. And love is one of the things that love is not. It's not selfish. And in the context of a marriage, how do you feel about hearing that statement that love is not selfish? Do you want me to go first or you want to go?
Go ahead.
Well, when I hear love is not selfish, man, it's not self-pleasing. It doesn't, like, it looks after your spouse even before yourself. Like, so even, I think you do a great job at that. So my husband is amazing. So he, like, wakes up and thinks about, oh, I wonder if my wife wants coffee, or, you know, seems like she's having
breakfast,
or a hug, or just he's very thoughtful naturally. And I'm not. What you say?
Not everybody.
Y'all gonna be like, she's a horrible wife. She rude. She's something. So I ain't gonna lie. I do. Well, I wouldn't say that I used to be selfish. I'm not gonna lie. Before I got into this marriage, I had a premarital vow that I had to break. And I went into this marriage like, oh, finally I get to like sit back and just relax and have someone serve me. You know, I've been in a lot of relationships. And I'm just saying, I'm confessing my sin.
That's your spirit.
And, you know, like, I mean, not that I wouldn't be there for the person, but in my mind, I was like, whoa, finally married. You know what I'm saying? And finally got a guy that, you know, like, look, you know, was a nice guy and things like that, because I've dated a lot of cuckoos. And,
not a lot.
No, I dated a lot of cuckoos. I've dated some people, let's just say they was broken. We should not have been in a relationship, therefore they manifested as a cuckoo. Anyway, so, you know, coming into the marriage, I was like, all right, you know, I'm finally married. I was married now. And marriage will expose how selfish you are. Marriage is an iron sharpening iron institution by God that will expose the most deepest parts of your heart. And so anyway, I am working on being more thoughtful and thinking of him, and you know, doing things that I think that he would like, versus like just kind of being, I think my problem also is that I'm always living in knee-jerk reaction mode. Like I'm not proactive a lot. I'm just like, whatever the day brings, that's what we're gonna do, and I'm not present.
I'll tell you off camera.
You can say it to the people, it's okay.
Where do I start?
Babe, we do this every chat. Come on.
I think,
babe, why do you have your shirt like this?
Because I have to wait till this.
Oh.
I think I could agree you live from that knee-jerk reaction, but I think you are you're aware of you're self-aware in a way of aware of only how you feel at the moment, and you're taking care of that. And that's why it's hard for you to not think about and be mindful of other people, because you know what I mean. Like, so I'm not thank you for saying what you said. I appreciate that. But the way that I am is, I know what I need. I know how I feel. But if I'm sitting around only thinking about how I feel and how I can take care of how I feel and everything's about how I feel, then I'm being selfish. I'm not being thoughtful. Yeah. Right? And so I think that's something that you may need to look at, how you're viewing. When I wake up in the morning, it is not about how I feel. So there's this concept of not allowing your emotions to lead you, but you actually lead your emotions. And I'm reading this book, and it's really eye-opening and exposing that many times women in particular are typically led by their emotions. And because our emotions feel realer than air,
you kind of respond according to them. And I used to say to my husband, I have no emotions, like I'm just blah blah blah. He's like, no, you have a lot of emotions, you probably got too many. Like I'm a feeler, you know, I'm discerning, I'm feeling the atmosphere, I'm reading faces. I used to do sign language interpreting, so I'm looking at hand reactions, face reactions, everything, and responding from that place. And that's not necessarily healthy. And so what I've been trying to do is lead my emotions, not allow my emotions to lead me. But in the context of a marriage, is like I have to intentionally think about my husband, okay? Like, you know, just practical things. We did the date night last week. Those seem like big things, but those are small things. And how does it may not be a date night, huh? They're big. But just really being more intentional in how I express my love and affection to him.